Hi everybody and welcome to Berumenation Entertainment presents the wrestling talk show thing. We don't have a name for it yet, but who knows, maybe that'll stick and then we might like that. So today we're going to be discussing the events of what happened on Raw, what happened on SmackDown. So Raw began with a nice, awesome rematch against, well, Reigns and Bray Wyatt. That was for a spot in the Elimination Chamber match for the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view coming up. I mean, Reigns won. We all know he won. Like, we know.
It was a given.
Yeah.
I feel like the reason behind Wyatt not winning is because maybe they're planning something just with them two for WrestleMania or, Fastlane, who knows. But,
Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, or Elimination Chamber. But I honestly feel like they should continue feuding because honestly it's building up to a really cool, storyline. So who knows? We'll see what that, where that goes. So
Finn Balor and Anderson in the next match actually defeated the Revival, which sucks for the Revival. They're fresh. I think they need more wins, but unfortunately I'm a huge Finn Balor fan, and anytime Finn gets any sort of a push, anytime he gets any sort of a push, I just really want them to continue that momentum. And any victory for the club, in my opinion, is a good victory. I think they need to keep building on what he has, maybe turn him slightly heel, make him a little cocky, and then
that would be good.
That would be cool.
That would be a good twist.
Dream scenario. Balor somehow, instead of Reigns, wins the chamber match, challenges Brock, unleashes the demon, and we get the Universal Champion, Finn Balor. He could even do a thing if he beats him like, oh, thank you for holding the title for me all this time, Brock, but it's mine now. It's back where it belongs. And I think they should do that.
The Beast versus the Demon.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah.
They're both talented.
I would fly across the country to go watch that. Come on, I already am dying to go to WrestleMania because of the Nakamura and Styles match. If you put Finn in the main event. So, yeah. In a cruiserweight match between Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali versus
Drew Gulak and Tony Nese.
Cedric won the match, long story short. Moving on. So Kurt Angle had this really interesting moment where he was addressing the 6 competitors for the Elimination Chamber, which are going to be, of course, Alexa Bliss defending her championship against Bayley, Mandy, Sonya Deville, Sasha, and Mickie James. I thought Nia would be in it.
They did say, though, that Nia will be added to the match if, and only if, she beats Asuka.
Mind you, that match is the title match at WrestleMania that she was referring to. So far, the women participating in this chamber match, I feel like it's a very interesting roster of women that are going to be competing for the title.
And not only that, I mean, the good thing about it is that they do have, very diverse backgrounds for all of them. They have a very unique wrestling, style, all of them. So that's a match that I am actually personally, interested in.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely really looking forward to that. I want to see what they do with that. Alexa Bliss, my heart. Yeah. I'm a huge Lexi fan. Alexa, if you're watching this, I love you. I want to meet you.
We love you.
Yeah. So she comes out and confronts Kurt Angle, basically accusing him of being sexist in what, in my opinion, is probably one of the best angles she's done so far. She made so many points and they were true. She was talking about how she has to defend her title, but Brock doesn't. It's something that people don't really talk about. They kind of when Brock can't wrestle or he's not obligated to wrestle, they kind of shush that off to the side like, it's okay. Here's an Intercontinental match. Here's a women's match. And she's one of the few who actually made that known, who brought that to their attention.
Especially now that, they are actually giving the women's more opportunities to have their matches, the Royal Rumble and now the Elimination Chamber. That's freaking amazing. Honestly, I give major props to all of the women, wrestlers, because they're doing a really great job and, they're giving a voice to the women. And it's actually a good point that she also made. I'm actually happy for her, not only because she's, standing up for herself, but she's also standing up for the women's wrestlers, back in the locker room. Why? Because, they're actually giving them more opportunities, which is great. I mean, they did have the Royal Rumble and now they're having the Elimination Chamber, which is amazing. But, they still have to kind of push them a little bit more.
Main events, yo. So in the next match, Asuka defeated Bayley in a very decisive victory. Very nice win for Asuka. And in the next match, Miz defeated Apollo Crews again cleanly. No surprise there. He moves on to the Elimination Chamber, which means no Intercontinental Championship match for Elimination Chamber, but maybe it could set something up for him.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Oh man, so this next one, it's a storyline that we both mutually feel is kind of, I feel like it's dragging on. Nothing against The Bar, nothing against Seth Rollins. Those three talent right there are great. Sheamus and Cesaro are super talented, and I'm glad the titles are back on them. And
They
Seth,
look great on them, by the way.
they do.
Keep
they
them
do.
on.
Like Alexa looks good at the championship too. Just saying. And Jason Jordan just feels like he's kind of like there.
I feel like Jordan is honestly being like Roman Reigns, shoving down our throats. Like, it just really doesn't fit.
It doesn't
It's
fit.
really
it fits
awkward.
certain wrestlers, doesn't fit him. Nia beat Vanessa Floyd, something like that. I don't know. She was a local competitor.
I'm really happy for Nia because you're finally pushing her. And, you know, she's actually doing really good on the mic. I mean, she's a little rough on the edges still, but, you know, they're giving her more of a chance to speak. And this time she actually told Asuka to watch her back because, you know, she says that she's gonna beat her. Who knows?
Cute. So in this next one, it's a little interesting. Mickey James defeated Sonya Deville, but Alexa came out to save Mickey, so maybe that might play into something. We don't know. Maybe Alexa uses that to retain the title.
She could make an alliance with her.
She can make an alliance. Maybe something happens with that. Give us some good stuff, WWE. And let Alexa step into WrestleMania as champion at least. She deserves it. She's been working hard. She's been killing it all year, so. Ooh! And in the main event, we had John Cena, Elias, Braun. Such a good match. So unexpected, actually. This is the kind of thing I like from WWE. I want them to do more of this. They surprised me. I expected Braun or Cena to win this match, but Elias actually won the match. Now he's in the
Fair and
chamber.
square.
He threw Braun after the power slam to Cena, covered Cena for the 1-2-3. Not only does that make Braun's move look good, that makes Elias look smart. And I think that's perfect momentum heading into the pay-per-view. Alright, so now we'll be moving on to the SmackDown portion of the video. The opening segment for SmackDown Live. It started off with Shane McMahon calling Daniel Bryan out on his favoritism towards KO. It lets this really interesting clash between Daniel Bryan and Shane, where they really start questioning where their loyalties truly lie, and they even brought into attention that maybe Daniel's living vicariously through KO and Sammy. And that really makes us as fans question, like, what is really going on here?
The cool part, though, after this is that AJ Styles did, you know, get out. He came out on the ring and he spoke to both managers, and he actually expressed himself, and he feels like they're, you know, going back and forth, giving Kevin Owens and, you know, Sammy an opportunity, and it's like...
Especially AJ bringing into attention to them is that they're both obsessed with KO and Sammy. It's not just Daniel Bryan, but it's also Shane McMahon.
And the fact that they're just pushing them two for, you know, the title, when there's many other, you know, wrestlers back in the locker room that haven't been given a chance, you know, to feud with.
Nothing wrong with that. We're huge KO and Sammy fans, by the way. Next, we have New Day playing around with unicorn hand backstage, taking jabs at Corey Graves. After that, a very quick segment, disappointingly enough, between AJ Styles and Nakamura. I was hoping for more of a showdown, something more. We need more Nakamura in this show. Like, if you agree. Comment down if you think there should be more Nakamura on SmackDown. They don't show him enough. They don't show him enough. And then next up, Charlotte Flair versus Liv Morgan. Bludgeon Brothers came out to a quick squash match against some local guys. We don't know their names. It doesn't matter. They won. And then right after, very interesting stare down between themselves and the Usos, who came out and delivered a nice promo, by the way. So next we're going to be talking about the SmackDown Top 10 list. And at number 10, of course, is Ty Dillinger. 10, 10, 10. Oh, that's 5. And I feel like he's somebody that needs a push right now. He's somebody that the fans like him. Give him an opportunity. You can easily cash in on that guy.
I want to see more of him.
Yeah.
He's talented.
Yeah.
Come on.
At number 9, we got Orton, which is surprising, but it's good that he's on the list. More on Orton later. Good job, Orton.
And for number 8, it was for Becky Lynch. Great job.
7, surprisingly, is the Usos. I'd expect for them to be rated higher just because they've literally swept through the tag team division on both brands, so let them have a little more of a spotlight. Number 6 is strange. It's the New Day. So the people that the champs beat are placed higher than the champs themselves.
It doesn't make sense.
That's a little strange. Nothing against Xavier. You're awesome. We love your channel, by the way. Really good stuff.
And number 5 goes to Bobby Roode. Glorious.
He's absolutely glorious, deserving of that spot. Congratulations, Bobby, on that. You are absolutely glorious! Yes, that's cheesy. Get used to it, guys. Number 4 is Naomi. She's really good with the fans, but she doesn't really resonate confidence to me when she's out there. Number 3 is, of course, Shinsuke Nakamura, the king of strong style. Very well deserved after that amazing Royal Rumble victory. I can't wait to see what happens with him at WrestleMania. I pray that it just turns out great. That's definitely going to be such a like spectacle, such a treat for us wrestling fans. Like
We've been waiting for this.
Yeah.
You've been waiting
Styles
for this.
Nakamura, that's enough to like warrant a WrestleMania trip. That's enough to warrant any like overseas. It's good job, WWE, on that one. Good job on that.
Good call. Good call.
Number two goes to
Charlotte Flair.
And number one goes to the phenomenal AJ Styles. I wish we had audience chanting that with us. It probably sound a lot better. But yeah, AJ Styles is number one. Well deserved. He is the champion after all. Good job, AJ. Moving on, we have the New Day doing more backstage stuff and continuing to poke fun at Corey Graves. All right, so next up we got a really interesting scenario. So Bobby Roode versus Rusev happened on SmackDown for the US title, and Roode retained via the Glorious CDT, and which actually one of the better matches of the night. It was really entertaining and fun. I hope they keep pushing for Rusev Day. We love Rusev Day. Every day is Rusev Day. You should have Rusev Day. We should have a Rusev Day.
Everyone should have Rusev Day.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, after the match, in runs Randy Orton, RKO's all three men, as in Rusev, Aiden, and Bobby Roode. Very intriguing, actually. I wonder where they're going to go with that.
That was, yeah. Actually, I'm liking this.
Yeah, it's
We'll
gonna
see
be
where this goes.
It's a good feud for Bobby Roode right now. I think it's really, really good for him. Up next, we have Gable and Benjamin versus The Ascension. Very solid match, showcased all the awesome things Chad Gable can do. I feel like Chad Gable is what Jason Jordan should have been, but they just failed to capitalize on. Chad Gable is the human suplex machine. That guy can suplex anything in any position from anywhere, and it's just lovely to see his feats of strength.
Sometimes it's kind of scary too.
Yeah, like how he grabbed Victor. He like rolled him up and then Germaned him over. That was
awesome.
Cool. That was super
That was
cool.
awesome.
Up next we have the main event. It was Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens, and AJ Styles was in commentary on ringside.
It was a really great match, honestly. Like it's nice to see that they do have a lot of potential, and I mean, despite the fact that obviously they're best friends and whatnot, they could actually have a good match.
There's a very interesting storyline dynamic going on between them two right now. We don't know if they're still friends. We don't know if they're playing it off. What if they're just trolling us like Jericho and KO did last year? What if they're not? And then AJ, he just got tired of Sami Zayn's trash talking, smacked him across the face, smacked Kevin Owens too, and he just went to town on those two. And well, SmackDown wrapped up with the general manager Daniel Bryan coming out and saying the match at Fastlane will actually be a triple threat match for the WWE Championship. It will be Sami Zayn versus KO versus AJ Styles. I'm very intrigued as to where the storyline's gonna go, or is their friendship gonna affect the match?
Will this be the end of this feud, or is there going to be more continuation to this? Who knows?
We don't know. We'll only find out if we keep watching wrestling. So guys, that does it for today's first ever episode of Berumenation Entertainment presents the wrestling talk show thing.
We don't know yet.
Yeah, we don't know yet. And maybe that'll stick. We don't know. Well,
maybe you could actually suggest a name for us.
yeah, do you guys have a better name you could suggest? Let it be known in the comments below. We would love to hear your input if you guys agree with us. If you don't agree with us, let it be known. We will read the comments. We will respond to the comments. We like to engage with the community, so please do that for us. We're always looking forward to improving and getting better at what we're doing. And this is NB Nation, aka my girlfriend. She and I watch wrestling religiously every single week, so we have very strong opinions. These conversations that we're having with you guys are things that we talk about in our own private time, so that's why I decided to bring her in. I thought it was a great idea. This has been your host, Berumenation with NB Nation. We will be doing videos like this every single Wednesday. We'll be discussing Raw, SmackDown. Please, if you want more content like this, give us a subscribe. A like definitely helps. Hit that notification bell up on top. We'll be making videos every Wednesday, as I said. This has now been, the official second video of Berumenation Entertainment Presents. So, number 2. With 2 people. Get it? Pun? Yeah. Well, anyway, thank you guys so much for checking this video out. And remember, the Berumenation Army wants you.